Welcome back to the Southern Stack, where life is too short to be serious. All right, folks. I don't know if I'm winning or if I'm losing in this situation. I want you to tell me in the comments. Of course, my reaction to how it tastes might be a good indication on whether I lost or won on this. But this Hardee's, it's an experience. They used to be really fun, great service people. Now they got our younger generation in there, and folks, it's just a mess. It's a hot mess. Last time I went, I ordered on the app. I ordered 3 simple chicken tender wraps to do a review. Instead of that, they gave me somebody's wrong DoorDash order. I did get 1 chicken wrap out of that, but I didn't get what I wanted. The time before that, I ordered the Nashville hot chicken tenders. Did not have Nashville hot seasoning on them. So you can see where this story might lead. I ordered through the drive-thru, by the way. And they didn't know what the heck I was asking for. Of course, this is why we got what we got. I ordered the fried chicken sandwich, the Philly chicken sandwich, which is supposed to come with American, Swiss, mushroom, and onions, or peppers, not onions. Okay, what do you think they did before we put? I mean, the thumbnail's gonna be the giveaway here. They put steak on it. Now we can take the steak off and we can taste it and give you kind of an estimate of how good this sandwich is without the steak. But steak and chicken together, I don't know. You know, you've heard of land and sea. This is land and land, or land and sky, which even though a chicken can't fly but so high, I don't know. But they also, and they've probably had this for a while. I know this sauce has been around for a while. But I also found that their menu has honey racha when they asked me what kind of sauce I wanted with my chicken tenders, because I went ahead and got more Nashville hot chicken tenders, not for the review. But I'll go ahead and try this honey racha sauce. I've never tried it, so give you all a little bit of a bonus part of the video. But that is the chicken Philly that I got. I know, not ideal, is it? So we're gonna try a bite of this with the steak on it, and then we're gonna do our best job at taking the steak off. It doesn't even look like they put American cheese on this thing like they were supposed to. Again, I think they just confused themselves and didn't look at the menu. They didn't take the time to understand. This is what I'm asking for. Anyways, let's chow down. That's not bad. Like, I like that a lot. I think the steak, just the juicy tenderness of it, really adds to that nice and crispy chicken. I really do like their chicken a lot, and I think it does have some good flavor. But yeah, I think that steak is pretty daggone good. Now that I take it all off, and I can barely give you much of an accurate review because there's no American cheese on this bad boy. And there's like no mushrooms. There's 2 peppers. And it looks like an onion. Yeah, there's an onion. But you know what? We're just going to go along with it as if, well, there's a little bit more on the bun there. As if we've got American cheese, right? So, if you know me, you know daggone well one of my favorite, and I'm not going to rate that, by the way. I can't. It's so hard to. But you know that one of my favorite all-time sandwiches from Hardee's is the bacon Swiss chicken biscuit that they used to have. And I oftentimes, anytime I get a fried chicken with Swiss cheese somewhere, anywhere from a restaurant, it throws me back to when they had that. Anything with bacon, Swiss, and chicken. I think the most recent thing was the melt from Rally's, reminded me of it. So, you know, it's like a throwback. Plus, you got the peppers and, you know, the other topics. Overall, I thoroughly enjoy this chicken. I think it, again, it could be crispier, but it's nice and tender. It's got good flavor. And if you like their chicken tenders, definitely emulates that in a way. Of course, I love the Swiss. You're not going to have bacon, of course. They did put steak on mine, even though they weren't supposed to. And you got to think about if the American came in. I think the American cheese would really add another good dynamic to it. When I say this is a absolute banger, 10 out of 10, no, I've had some chicken Phillies in my day, or maybe recently, that I do like more. Especially that Saxby's fried chicken Philly. Maybe that's where they got the inspo from. Like, they said, okay, we can go a step higher. We don't have to put steak on there. For some reason they did. But they took it a step higher, and instead of doing like chunks of chicken, they did it on a chicken sandwich. So I'm sure, I mean, this isn't the first time that we've seen this. And I'm sure Saxby's wasn't the first time we saw it with fried chicken either. But when Hardee's decided to expand it, and they do a solid job. I would probably say it's hard. It definitely needs to be more loaded with toppings. I'm going to give it an 8.5. I really like what they do with the flavor. I like the Swiss. I'm sure the American would really factor in well too. And it would be nice and melty. But that Saxby's chicken Philly, it doesn't quite get to that point. And it's just not as hot, melty, and juicy and amazing as that was. So before we get distracted, we're going to give the Nashville Hot tenders one more shot, and it looks like they did these well, very well, very nicely seasoned. Of course, the review, you can cut it off now if you don't care about anything else, that's life. But Nashville Hot chicken tender. Again, their tenders are very good, nicely seasoned, and then that Nashville Hot really does add to it. I really like their chicken sandwich that they did. And this really, the heat is ramping up. The spices are good. The tender, of course, is nice and juicy. Really, there's nothing you could do better than what circumstances we've have here. I think they do this perfectly, and it's going to be a 10. All right, so let's try it with the honey raja. It's like a spicy sweet and sour. That is good. That's a very good sauce. Would I recommend it on the Nashville Hot tenders? No. Because you got to let those tenders have their own platform, have their own space. So let those sing on their own. But that on their regular tenders, or even on a chicken sandwich, I think you got something. So, you know, not to distract you from the main review. The main review is to say you should go try the chicken sandwich with the Philly stuff on it. Go do it. I don't know if you would hope that they would accidentally put the steak on there, but they did it for me. Made it for a fun review. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all around. Yeah!